Assalamu alaikum and everyone, welcome to Mindful Liberty Aarukaateen program. In this episode, we are meeting up with football coach from Denmark, Fred. So Fred, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. It's
Yeah.
good to be here. It's been a great experience so far.
All right, glad. Is this your first time here in the Maldives?
Yeah, this is my first time in the Maldives.
All right.
Yeah.
You like it here?
Yeah, the weather is quite nice. In the evening, the weather can be very windy and rainy, but in the afternoon and in the mornings, it's quite nice here.
Yeah. I believe you're taking the football coaching camp over here.
Yeah.
In Velidhoo,
Yeah,
right?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Since you're a football coach, I think a lot of people in Velidhoo would like to know a and brief introduction about yourself.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Fredrik Rud Madvig. That's how we say it in Danish. But in Maldives, I also been in Africa. It's easier to say Fred, so it's called Fred. I'm 28 years old, coming from Denmark. I've been a football coach for almost 12 years now. So I started when I was around 6 or 17 years old. I live by myself in a town called Roskilde, and I coach in a team now called HB Køge, and I've been there for 5 years.
How did you end up over here in Velidhoo, in a small island in the Maldives?
That's quite a funny story, because I play with some guy back home in Denmark that's called Angelo, and he's an American and Danish guy that has been lived also in Denmark and also in the America. So he met Carsten, who's living here in the Maldives, on a trip to, I think, Las Vegas or something called that. Something like that. And Carsten made a Facebook post about they seeking a volleyball coach and a football coach. And then Angelo, he tagged me in that post, and then it's just go on from there. I spoke with Carsten, we talked back and forth about something. And yeah, that's how I ended up here.
We're glad that you are here actually. Thank you very much for coming over here. All right, let's get straight to our episode since you are football coach. So I'd like to ask you, so what is your philosophy in coaching? Huge question, right?
Yeah, but I see it in a quite simple way. If I have a team and we are in defense, my only demand, I can say, is hard work. So you have to work off the ball, and if you have the ball, you should have freedom to make mistakes. Because when you're a young kid or upcoming footballer, there will be mistakes, and you have to have confidence to make those mistakes to develop as a person and as a player. So I can say it in 2 words: defense, hard work; offense, you have freedom to make mistakes, you have freedom to grow, you have freedom to dribble and make some. You can improvise in your actions, because that's the most important thing to me. It don't have to be that mechanic. Maybe some football coaches do, some does not, but yeah, that's how my style is. So freedom to develop, but when you don't have the ball, you have to work hard, because if you don't work hard off the ball, then you have no chance of being a footballer. No chance.
It's a very simple but a profound philosophy. How do you keep your players motivated when they are, playing their match?
I just think the players should, like I said before, have the courage. They know the coach have their back, so whatever they do, they know they have a voice out there that will back them up, how they're doing and what they're doing on the pitch, and just keep motivated, but also keep some lines about how they should do things. You cannot just go out from the box, You have to maybe be inside, but also okay to be outside, because there are different personalities in football, so not everyone is different. So it's like you have 18 different players and 18 different personalities, so you cannot just say it's like this. You have to be around, because there's a lot of different people and backgrounds you are coaching. So it's not just one, it's many different.
I see you on the pitch, training these youngsters. What do you focus most during the training session?
In general, first and foremost, they come to football because they enjoy it, they think it's fun. So there should be a part of the fun thing when we do a practice. So it can be a 10 minutes competition of some kinds, or a shooting competition in the last part of the training session. So the fun part, we doesn't take that out of it. So I think that's the most important thing. Of course, it has to be serious, and when you get up a high level, it'll be more serious. But you see also the big clubs in Europe or in Africa or in America or in Asia or something. There are some practices where they have fun. They smile, they enjoy each other, they have fun. So it has to be a part of the training session. So I think it's how I keep them motivated. They know they have to, of course, give 100%, but there's space for having fun and enjoy. That's why I started, and that's how they should be.
So I believe football is something. It's not just physical. It can be a mental game as well, and it can also have a lot of stress, especially for the players.
Yeah.
If they have a big match ahead. So I mean, how would you prepare your players for a big match mentally?
A big match in Denmark, we don't use a big one. We try to every game do the same preparation. Of course, if it's a match that's a lot of stakes and maybe the player know, just give them the same preparation like you do. Don't make a noise about it. Don't make it so big that they can be afraid of doing something on the pitch, because you say it's a big match, but they just have to be confident, believe in themselves, and do what they like to do. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just be yourself. Yeah, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have something in your stomach that says, "Ooh, I'm excited." That's how we do it.
Yes.
That's why they do it.
Yeah.
So they have to learn to cope with that. But that's also a part where, in my club and many youth club in Denmark, we have a mental coach.
Oh, okay.
So after each practice, the players they have an app on their phone.
All right.
They can answer questions if they want to talk to someone. So if you want to talk to the head coach or the assistant or the mental coach, they can type that in. They can also type they don't want to talk with anyone. So the players can know, so they know that if they need help, they can just click and then we will figure something out.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Have you heard about something called mindfulness?
I think it's around some mental strength. If you made a mistake, get on with it. Don't stay in that.
Yeah.
I can say hole or something like that.
Yeah.
But just continue, because it's how you grow.
Yes.
One mistake should not end your whole match or whole training or your whole football career.
I see these professional players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. They're all practicing some sorts of meditation, mindfulness meditation. I suppose for the mental strength, they are doing that. Some of the athletes as well. So, do you think something like mindfulness meditation that might help players, to perform on the pitch better?
I think because today there's also social media, and that's made a huge impact on everybody, because there's people in there that can write some, I think, very nasty things. They can just make a user on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, and you don't know who they are, but they can write things like you should die or something. so I think meditation or mindfulness, that your body can cope with some of the situation, give you the breathing and something like that, so you can learn to, that's just how they are. I think that has been more a part of football in the last 10 or 20 years than it was before, because before there was no social media. There were only the newspaper. So.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think social media has a huge impact on all of us. What would be your advice for the youngsters, especially if they are aspiring for coaches, for the younger coaches?
Find your philosophy, how you want to play, and don't think, you should win at under 10, 11, 12, or 13. Of course, I think when you go into a game, you go into it to win it. Yeah, of course, but you have your playing style. Try to get your playing style in the game, So maybe you can lose one game or two in a row, but if your playing style develop, then result will eventually come. Of course, so I think find your style, find your own path. Don't take some things for some coaches out there, but find your own path and how you want to do it.
So Fred, since you're coaching over here, you're training here in Velidhoo, what do you think about these young players? What do you think their strengths?
I think their strength is they are, what can I say, very happy and they smile all the time and they have fun and enjoy the practices. Maybe the one thing they can improve is when they have a session, maybe keep your mind focused for around 20 minutes. It's okay to laugh, it's okay to smile, I don't say that, but sometimes the smile and the laughing, they will do something about the practice that you're not totally focused.
Distracted.
Yeah, you get very distracted so easily, I think. So still keep that enjoyment, still keep the happiness, still keep the smiling and stuff, but maybe the distraction, keep your head focused for 20 minutes, and it's okay to smile, but get your head in it afterwards. So that's how I would say it.
So I suppose mostly they need to train their focus.
I would say so, but that's just how it is here, and I think that has been in a long time maybe. So that's also an improvement you can make, and maybe, but I will not say it's a totally, what can you say, wrong thing to do, but because you have to have happiness. It's just how it is. That's life. So it's good they have that. So yeah.
Since you've been in coaching in Denmark as well, right?
Yeah.
Do you face these youngsters distracted easily? What do you think?
No, but they also have a lot, what can you say, better equipment. I think the coaches, they can travel like 2 or 3 hours in car and get a special coaching in Denmark, and so here you only have this island. So it's difficult, and maybe to find that, maybe I won't say coach, but find that person that's willing to do something for you.
Yes. Here in Velidhoo, I think the council has taken a great initiative, to bring somebody like you over here. I think obviously it would definitely have a better improvement for the youngsters coming in football.
Yeah.
What would be like your advice for the parents, in order to get the kids, more focused and disciplined, perhaps?
I'm not an expert on that part, but if you have a boy or girl that love to play football, you see they love to go on the pitch, just be around them, encourage them to do something with it, because if you love it, because you're here on this island. How I see it, they have school,
Yes.
and then they go home.
Yeah.
So maybe school and then maybe football, because some of the kids I've trained, some of them are 9 and some are 11, I think they're actually pretty good. So maybe get them onto the pitch for 1.5 hour a day, around 4:15 like we have played it, because the weather is so warm in the afternoon and the early mornings. But yeah, just encourage them to maybe do something more, not just sit on the screen. That's also a problem in Europe, but here I see it as not a huge problem, but I have asked someone of the players, the youngsters, that what do you do after? Oh, I'm just sitting on my phone playing games for 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I was like, okay, that's how, yeah.
We don't have much of options in this island, as you
Yeah,
mentioned, I think, and I think it's not just the kids, also the adults. I think we all have that problem of too much of screen time these days.
But it's also like that in Denmark.
What would be your message, for a footballer, a young footballer especially, who would want to make it as a profession, football as a profession?
First and foremost, you have to believe in yourself, believe in your ability. You have to bounce back from. You can have injuries, you can have bad games. You will always have bad games, but it is how you bounce back. from the bad games. I think that's the most important thing. And believe in the journey and believe in what you're doing is right, and of course get the work done. So you have to work for it. It's not just come. You have to work. It's all okay to have dreams, but you have to chase the dreams. You have to make strength to work. You have to, the technical ability was a huge part of football. You have to improve that.
It's not just football, any whatever you would like to do in life itself. I think it requires discipline. I think that's the most important thing.
It is.
Right? I believe you're about 28 years old now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can go back in time and give a message to your younger self, let's say a teenage self, and as a footballer, what would you give the advice? What would be your advice?
Now I'm gonna sound very arrogant, but but I will do that. I think I would like to find a coach that's like me now, because, and now I'm talking a little bit about myself, but I found that coach when I was around 18 or 19 years old. When he sees this in you, he knows who he is. But at that time, I already started coaching, so I focused more on the coaching part than the football part because he thought I could be really good. So my players I have now and I have had in the past and I will have in the future, they know they have a coach that will go 100%, do 100% for them. So if you want to do extra training, I will be there. If they want to do focus on something, they can ask me. So I will make some clips or some videos for them because I do this 100%. There's no 99 or 98%. It's football 100%. Or I have a job, but outside of that job is football. So if they want to develop, if they want to be coached, if they want some advice or something, they can just come. And we can discuss it. It's not my word, it's not the right path. We can discuss it with each other. I also have players that have done that. So we have discussed it and we have both sides of the story and both sides of maybe a drill or a match preparation or something we have to do in the match. So just talk and maybe find that coach. It's difficult. It's very hard because there's people today. They have also a lot else to do. They have kids. They have girlfriends. They have wives. And they have something. But right now I have none of that. So I have the time. And even if I will get that, I will still hopefully find the time for the kids or the players or the adult players I'm going to have. Hopefully in the future, they know they have a coach that will do anything for them. Because if they have the drive, they have the energy to want to develop, then I will also put in the work so they can hopefully reach their goal later on in life.
Would you rather be a football player or a coach?
You can say, if I go back in time, maybe I should have given the football a chance, maybe. But later on, when I was like 21 or 22, I decided I didn't play at a high level. I have to say, I didn't play at a quite high level. But some of the coaches I had, they think I could go on maybe the third or fourth best place in Denmark, and you never know how it went on from there. And now I think coaching is the right path for me, because in football you have to have it all. You have to have technical ability, you have to have your mindset and so on, and you also have to have your pace and speed in the game. And maybe some of that stuff I didn't have.
I believe for you now, this is more of like a career as well, with passion obviously, right?
Yeah.
I believe you have the passion, I can see that. And for someone who would like to, make football coaching as a career, what would be your advice?
I don't think I have the experience of what you can say about to answer that correctly, because I'm not there yet, so I really don't know. I also follow that dream right now, so it's not something I can give 100% correct answer about. You have to get someone who is living on coaching football.
Yeah.
But just be driven, watch some games, get some, see a Premier League game, see a league game, see how the team is doing, how they communicate, how they make combination on the final third part of the pitch, how they pass it out from the back, they phase one and phase two, when they maybe have a goal kick. But take a little bit of everything,
Okay.
and get it into your toolbox and make it grow. And don't believe you're finished with coaching when you are 28 or 29 years old. Your coaching philosophy is not done.
Oh,
You can also bring tools in
Yes.
and get tools out.
Yes.
So you get, your surroundings and stuff.
what do you think? How would you define success in life?
Success?
Success. How do you? I mean, like I suppose different people have different perspective about success in life. What do you think success is like in life for you? What do you think?
Do things that make you smile. That's a success. If you're happy, if you're smiling about something, that's a huge success. It should not be a big thing like win some big match or something. It can be as you get a gift or you get some acknowledgement of your work you've done or something like that. I think that's success. It should not be, you mentioned money, it should not be making $1 million or it should not be making 500,000. It should not be about that only. Of course, that could be a success also, but the money can.
That's not all of it. I suppose that's not all of it, right? Yeah. Exactly.
It's not all of it.
And so, what do you think about the island Velidhoo, and what do you think about the people here? What do you think?
I think that they're very nice. Like I said in the beginning of this interview, very happy people. They are not, what can you say, angry. I can't imagine. I have been here for like 3.5 weeks now. I have not seen one angry person. No one is angry. Of course, you can see on them if they're, but they always try to smile and always try to have fun and always try to enjoy each other, and they make space for everyone. So I see it when at coaching camp and coaching practice. The older ones, they're like 15, 16 years old. They give the 10 or 11 years old some, you can say success, maybe scoring on them. If you're a goalkeeper that's like 15 years old, you let the guy 9 or 10 score on you because that's how the community is here. You have to be able to help all do something for each other. So I think that's quite nice.
So, Fred, thank you very much for your this. I think the mindsets of yours for sharing us the knowledge that you have and the mindsets, especially for the football players who's willing to go ahead with the career as a football coach or a player perhaps. Yeah. So what would be your last message?
Just say thank you for the opportunity because I've also learned a lot. I've been to Tanzania 3 years ago and did something like this, so it's quite similar to how they do things. So my message will be try to do something like this, not only in football, not only in volleyball, but also maybe bring in a math teacher for abroad or English teacher or something like that. So you develop more. So if you have the funding support, I think it will give a lot to this island. So I think it's quite nice, and they think out of the box. And I know Carsten has also been a part of it because he's a Danish guy living on this island. So he's the one that's pushing. So I think that's giving something to the council and also to the young kids and to the footballers here. There comes something from, like I say, abroad or someone from Europe come here and bring that perspective and maybe do different drills and different coaching styles and maybe a coach that demands something from them. So yeah, I think that's quite nice, and I hope they have enjoyed it and they have get something out of it.
So once again, thank you very much, Fred, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.